Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Wendy. Thank you so much for joining. So, listen, guys, I am doing a simulcast. Hi, Arthur. Thank you so much for joining. I was on the phone this afternoon. Yes. Hi, Christ Commission. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining. So listen, I am periscoping and I'm on my Facebook page live as well. Hi, how are you, HD? Thank you so much for coming in, guys. So I am Jen, the Grant Guru. I have been fundraising and helping organizations for the last close to 30 years raise money. I'm doing well. I hope that you've enjoyed this Resurrection Sunday. In addition to being a fundraiser, a grant writer, grant researcher, grant developer, designer, I'm also a pastor, so I preach this morning as well. What I do is I help organizations stop what? Hi, Veron. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Listen, I'm on Periscope and I'm also on Facebook Live. If this is your first time with me, please put a 1 in the chat box. If you guys are new to me, or not new to me rather, then you already know my story, right? So just give me a few hearts just to thank me for coming back today. Listen, I did a scope earlier. And one of the things that we talked about was fundraising, right? That's all I talk about is fundraising. But I wanted to talk to you right now about the issue of grant writing and commissions, all right? Because there is a lot of people who are wanting to know if you can pay your grant writer on commission. So I wanted to just address that issue up front, okay? I wanted to address that issue up front so that everyone is clear around the protocol of commission when it comes to paying your grant writer, all right? One, many times when you guys hire a grant writer, the question is generally, can they write, right? Can they write? Can they help you design and develop your program in a way that it is presented to the foundation in a competitive and compelling way? Because grant writing is a competitive process. Now, you can get a proficient grant writer, one who has great success, such as myself, right? I've been doing this work for close to 30 years. Hi, good to see you, servant lady. Thank you so much for joining. You caught me live. I'm doing both Periscope and Facebook Live. God blessing to you. I wanted to address the issue of paying the grant writer with commission. All right. So this is a question that I have had several times. Hello. God bless you. Happy Resurrection Sunday to you. I get the question all the time about payment to the grant writer, right? So they have a fee, you're going to pay them, but why is it not wise to pay them or to promise them that they could get a part of the commission? Now, let me tell you the whys of that, right? So in the previous scopes that I have done, amen, right? Previously, I have shared with you that grant writing is a competitive process. So that is one of the reasons why a grant writer cannot assure you that you are going to get funding, because it is a competitive process, right? So I've covered that in my previous scopes and on some of my other previous messages, but I wanted to just go into more detail about that. The grant writer may be proficient. They may be worth every dollar that they insist upon, because they are assuring you that they will write you the best and most compelling argument or compelling proposal possible. However, as I've also shared, hi Sunray, thank you for joining. As I've also shared, it is a competitive process and the funder only has limited dollars. Hi, limited dollars. So as a result of those limited dollars, this is why you cannot pay the grant writer on commission, because there's no guarantee that you're going to get those funds. It's a competitive process, and it has nothing to do to the writing style or the writing skill of the writer. It is all and completely on the foundation or the organization that you are submitting that proposal to, right? So you can't expect going in, oh, well, if I get you to write for me and I have got to pay you, can I give you then a commission later on? No. because it's a competitive process and the writer cannot guarantee that you are going to get the funding. So they can't be paid a commission. All right. I just want to seal that because a lot of people ask me that question. Well, can you guarantee that I'm going to get funding? Or I've paid the grant writer, but I did not get funding. I've shared in previous